Hello my lovelies, well here we are, we're at day 12 of 12 days of Stitchmas, can't believe it. Day 12 advent tags, so go to the website, and today is the lovely Janet Schmitz, and I need this big 12, don't I? Look at that one, that's glorious, love it. Right, so I've gone to my last page of this signature look, so day 12. I've decorated this up by layering up some of Tracie's tags from Glad Tidings, and the other one is Compendium 5 Festive. I've put some of my string, some paper raffia on there. And we've got a small pocket on here, and the tab is one of these that we did with a bit of sewing on, didn't we, ready. So I've got a few bits and bobs to make a small tag to go in here. So I'm just going to layer that up. So this is part of, it's not very straight, is it? One of the background tags we were cutting up, and I've got some various bits and bobs there. So let's see what mindfulness we have got for today. Choose this one. I've not looked at these beforehand, I haven't got a clue what's in them. They're obsessed with reindeers, aren't they? Have you noticed? This is another reindeer. They must be calming animals. Right, what have we got? Mindful waiting. Oh dear, that will be hard for me. You know, I am not the most patient. I'm patient with people, I'm not patient with crafting, I'm not patient with decorating. So this, I need to do this. It could be a queue of Christmas shoppers in the supermarket. Oh yes, it could. It could be a traffic jam on the way into town. It could be something completely unexpected. But at some point in the festive period, you will be made to wait. I'm laughing because we can't, I told you December's the most stressful time. Instead of seeing these enforced pauses as frustrating inconveniences, let's use them to our advantage and treat them as little opportunities to exercise mindfulness. So if you find yourself in a queue, stop and notice your breathing. Find yourself in a queue and it's raffing, and have a good swear to yourself, because we've got 10,001 things to do, haven't we? Lead up to Christmas. So take some nice deep breaths. There's nothing you can do about it, is there? You know, feeling all let up and all annoyed is not going to make the queue go down any quicker. What do you see and hear and feel and smell? Yeah, everybody else moaning around you about how long the queue is. Sorry, take it seriously, Catherine. Notice the other people around you. Hear various noises of daily bustle. Look out for pauses in general daily life. A computer loading screen, a boiling kettle await at a bus stop. Try to be in that moment and enjoy it rather than impatiently waiting for the moment to end. There's a lot you can notice in a few seconds. Appreciate these mini breaks that life provides you with. And actually that's a really good way of looking at it. A little mini break. So there's somebody swearing at you behind you in the queue and you're not hutching up fast enough, and just say, hang on a minute, I'm having a little mini break at the moment, stop it. I think it's really good to stop and think. And, you know, it may well be that you're stuck in a traffic jam somewhere you've never been before, and instead of getting all irate and cross, making your blood pressure go up, have a look around you. You know, you might see a lovely village or a lovely old building or something that you would never have noticed had you not stopped in this traffic jam. So it does make you think a bit. I think that's a good thing to do, because yeah, there are going to be queues, aren't there, in the shops. They get very busy, don't they, at this time. Right, today's stitch, back stitch, quite easy, but I'm going to make my little tag first. I'm going to cut out my number 12. Hello, Nelson. You'll have to imagine Nelson down. We'll put another picture of him up at the end of this, seeing as it's day 12. He's not been on live this year, has he? Right, I've got this red cardinal again at one of the pieces that I'd pre-cut out, and I love this. The red cardinal, you know, is a very spiritual bird, and it's very much about being in the here and now and appreciating what's around you, and make you take stock of things. And I think how appropriate, and I didn't know what was going to come out of the mindfulness jar. And I know there's been people say, do you know that mindfulness task today has been so appropriate for me. I think it's been appropriate for all of us every day. And today we've got the cardinal bird, which again is very relevant. Now I've got a little pocket here. I don't know what I want to do with that. I might have that on the back. So I'm just going to quickly glue this on. I don't know if we get red cardinals in the UK. I'm not sure. Not very often. No. I've never seen one. But they look a fabulous bird. There, that's that. Now, I haven't got my little snipper, I know I haven't, it's in the lounge. So that is my tag. Do I want to back it on something else? Now I only want a small tag, so not sure that I do. Sorry, I'm leaning in front of you. I am oh, now then, that might be nice. This is one of Rachel's, her lovely Christmas labels. In actual fact, I think that will be nice in the middle of that. Yeah, and then we can have a bit like peekabooing out, can't we? So just bear with while I fussy cut this out. These are lovely labels. I've used a few throughout making my journal. I've only bought these this year, so yeah, these will be featuring in future journals, Christmas journals. That's that. Right. Oh, I like him like that. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him on half. I was going to do it the other way around, but actually I like that. Like that. Hope you are enjoying joining in with the Advent Tag series. All of us on Tracie Fox's design team. There we go. Now then, that back's a bit plain. I'm not sure I like that. Yeah, I'm just going to put it there a bit because I'm not sure you can see. I might be off camera moving down here, so there we are. Just put that on the back. this is the back of the tag that I'm doing on day 14, so yeah, that will be interesting. It's up, I've made it, I don't know how many times now, I keep changing it, but I think I'm about there now, what I'm going to do. That's it, we've got some nice red on the back there. How much space have we got in here? That's about right. Yeah. You could still write on the back of that with felt pen if you wanted. So we'll put that in there. I've got this big gap here that I'm going to put number 12. Don't want to back it on anything. I've got a little itty bitty postcard as well. So just put a bit of red tiled earth, red brick around there. I don't want to cover my cardinal up. I don't want that in. I ain't got a pocket there, have I? Just poke that peekabooing out the top there, and I can use that on there. That's the plan. I don't even know what this bit of green's come off, to be honest now. Which kit? Oh, glue on my nails. Right, and I'm just going to go, because we could put some insy wincy little tickets in this little pocket, can't we? So we are day 12. You could put that hat in there, it's massive. I can't see my cardinal though, you just take that out and you think, yeah. Does it spoil it? Yeah, it does really. It's a bit big. Oh, we've got a Santa. What about having... Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, I love him. He's there. All the special meaning of Christmas, the spiritual meaning with the cardinal bird and the Santa, all the St. Nicholas stuff there. Right, backstitch. Now then, where am I going to do that? I'm just thinking. I'm going to put a little red bling on Santa's hat there. I'm just thinking now what I'm going to do backstitch. Now then, I've got this wonderful paper that Nola sent me. Thank you, Nola. I've had it a couple of years, I think now, but I think this, I know we're back to sewing on stitching again, but I think that could stick on there, and then it's peekabooing out at the other side. And it's got gorgeous markings on this. So, there to there. I'm just taking the edge down. Try not to get rid of the best marking bits. Needle. This is something when I was practicing my cup stitch. So I think we'll have a bit of Hessian in this. Day 12, seeing as it's one of my faves. Just love Hessian. And I love taking all bits of strands off it. Right, now I'm going to have that hanging over there. And then on the other side you will get that. Yeah. Let me just, just going to pin that on just so it stays in place a minute, and then I'm going to get my needle, and I've got this gorgeous, this is Eleganza Perle number 5, it's wonderful again, and it's got browns, creams and a really lovely pale lavender in it. So I think that will be a nice colour. I'm going to do it double because we want the stitches to show up. Back stitch, people think, oh, it's not very thrilling stitch, but I find it's a lovely way to, if you want to do a running stitch that's very neat and quite even, then really back stitch is the way to go. I'm going to move that down a bit, out the way, just till I've got my first few stitches done. Okay, so we're going to come up and we're going to leave some space to the right hand side of where we're starting our back stitch. The idea with this is to move your needle equidistant from your middle thread here. So we're going to go back and through, and then you're roughly going to gauge the same distance front and back of your needle to your thread and make your first stitch. Okay, now so again we've got our stitch there. We're going to go back and forward, roughly taking the same bite-sized chunks. There you have it. Back, forward. Now they don't all have to be the same size if you don't want. So back, forward, and you can see that you've got this nice edging now. I said I was going to do it double and I haven't, but I will do on the next lot. Okay, back, forward, the same sort of bite size. There you go. Back, it doesn't matter if your stitches aren't the same length, it's the sort of even spacing that's important really. Never work with dogs, children and Hessian. Doesn't got do what you want it to. Then I'm going to finish that off and I'm going to make it double. So I'm just going to knot my thread. And I'm going to make it double so that you can see another row that stands out I mean, it's not rocket science, and as I say, please forgive me if you're an expert embroiderer. Okay, so I'm going to come up. I'm leaving some space on the right hand side. I'm going to go back and similar space on the left of the string and make your stitch. Okay, back, make your stitch, back, back, equidistant, make your stitch, back, stitch, and there we have it. I'm going to just finish that, tie that off so it doesn't come unthreaded. Very fragile, this paper, so actual fact, I've got a bit more here. I'm going to stick it on there just to give it a bit more stability. That's better. Okay. And I'm going to put that on there. And we have, let's see if we do it that way. Okay, so I'm just going to take Itsy Bitsy, that's my needle that's gone flying on the floor somewhere. I felt it hit me. Just get that Itsy Bitsy edge. I'm just going to gently edge it with some red. Right then, I'm going to stick it down there. And I think, just to finish it off, I think we'll have a little bit of sparkly tape. I don't want it quite that thick, so I'll just thin it down a bit. I'm trying to get the backing off down here, so sorry if you can't see. That's it. It's hard to do at arm's length. Okay then. We want a bit of that green showing as well, don't we? That hand-dyed paper. There we go. There we go. Taking that out. So there's our cardinal watching over proceedings. We've got Santa in there. We've got our back stitch on there. And that's it, guys. Can you believe it? We are at the end of our little mini series, the 12 days of STITCHMAS. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you to everybody that's been with us each and every day. We're going to do a few more bits and bobs between now and Christmas, so I'm not going to say the Merry Christmas malarkey stuff yet. I've still got, don't forget, the collaboration I'm doing with lovely Jovi from Crafting with Jovi, and all the other lovely ladies that are joining us for that. I'm day 14 for the Advent tag challenge for Tracie Fox Creative, and yeah, another few bits and bobs in between. So take care out there. Remember, when you're in that shopping queue, take a nice deep breath, count to 10, and don't let anything get to you. All right, lovelies, bye.